whenever you're down.
Hi guys. Today is Sunday morning, and I am not going to be able to go to church. We got Levi last night. Super excited, but by the end of Friday, I was starting to feel the effects of not having morphine for a couple days. Well, actually Thursday, so it was Friday was my second day without the morphine. And I was starting to feel the bone pain and the spine pain. And then on top of that, I started feeling anxious, and I think that's the withdrawal symptoms. But more than the withdrawal symptoms, I was feeling the pain. And then yesterday, pain, yes, but I was feeling anxious, like unbelievable, like I want to kill somebody, like I'm just like, that feeling. So I took some Benadryl. I know Benadryl's like hardly morphine, but I was thinking, because with bone pain, if you take like an antihistamine with ibuprofen, sometimes it helps more than the morphine for bone pain. It just depends on how severe it gets. So anyway, I decided to try that, and it did help a lot. It helped with the I want to crawl out of my skin and kill people too, by the way. So that was good. So anyway, put myself together, got Levi, and had a really nice evening with him. It was kind of late by the time we got him. I got him home and all that. But we watched a movie together, played a game together, and I was able to do that, and not like kill anybody. So anyway, got him to bed. He went right to sleep. He's such a good boy, because he's 10. He's not a baby. He doesn't take any really taking care of. He just likes to be with Nana and spend time with her. So anyway, he went to sleep real easy, and then I took a hot shower and took some more ibuprofen and Benadryl, and thought I was going to have a good night's sleep because I was feeling really drowsy from the Benadryl. But then about an hour after falling asleep, I woke up drenched in sweat. I mean, I was like wet from head to toe. It was awful. And at first I thought it was a hot flash, because I've been having those. But this was like a whole body thing. And so I got up, I had to change the sheets, and I took another shower, put fresh pajamas on, climbed back in bed thinking, okay, I'm going to go to sleep. I'm just going to sleep this thing off. And then again, I was drenched in sweat. I was like, oh Lord, this must be the detox thing without the medicine. Because by that time, I was going on 3 days. So I started digging through all of my purses, all of my excess bottles and stuff, to see if I could find any leftover instant morphine, 15 milligrams, trying to find them. And I couldn't find any. It's like, go figure, right? So I just laid there, just like in pain, edgy, and sweating for the rest of the night. So that was not good. So then I got up I was going to try to go to church, and I got up and I said, forget it, I can't do it, because if I don't keep like at least 3 to 4 more, Benadryl in me, then I start like getting super anxious and jittery and then nauseous. Right now I'm starting to feel super nauseous. So I'm assuming that is the withdrawal symptoms. But anyway, called the doctors, the nurse line, and I told her what was going on, and she said they were going to try to get the doctor to write a different prescription, a different dose of morphine. Like, I'm already on the lowest dose, and I can't go any lower. So maybe a stronger one, break them in half. That's what I had been doing. So I don't know what they were I don't know. They were going to try something. So I'm pretty sure that won't work, because Ray already went to the pharmacy. Already they tried all that stuff. So hopefully, maybe there's something else they could give me. I don't know. Something has to be done. It's just making me really crazy. So, anyway. And the stupid Benadryl is drying me out. So, no church today for me. I'm going to stay shivering, miserable, and in pain. In bed. And my day was supposed to be a day with Levi, a day with family. It just makes me so frustrated, you guys. Right now is just, to me, the worst. Being in pain, having things out of control, like not being able to get my medicine. That is frustrating me. But what really frustrates me is that my body is so dependent on a pill. It just annoys the heck out of me. I feel like I spent my whole life avoiding any kind of medicine, and it just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem fair. But it is what it is, so I guess I'm going to stop rambling now, and before I say something I shouldn't. Alright, you guys, I'll keep you posted on how I'm doing. If anything changes, if the doctor calls in a prescription or whatever. So, alright, to Keep for Cancer, signing off for now. Okay, you guys. I have spent the entire weekend in bed. Not because I'm sick, but because I have been going through withdrawals. Because the pharmacy was out of morphine, or let me correct that. The pharmacy was out of my specific dose of morphine. I take, for breakthrough pain, I take 15 milligrams up to 4 times a day. But a couple months ago, they were out of the 15s, so they gave me 30 and 30, so I had to cut them in half, so 30 milligrams twice a day, except for I had to cut them in half to make it doable. Okay, well, now they are out of the 30s, and so I said, no problem, just go back to my regular dose that's on my prescription, 15 milligrams, up to 4 times a day. And they said, oh no, we can't do that. We have to talk to the doctor first. And I was like, but the prescription says, it's on the bottle even, you even gave me a cutter to cut the 30s in half. The prescription didn't change. The only thing changing was you guys didn't have the right stock. The dosage did not change. But nope, they said, no, we can't do that. We can't give those to you. So my husband, he was like, adamant. We got to find a solution, call the doctor, do whatever you have to do. but my wife cannot be out of pain medicine for the weekend. That will put her in like really bad pain, and it's dangerous to stop taking morphine just suddenly, like after years of taking it, to stop taking it for 5 days, 3 or 4 days. Anyway, all weekend long, fighting with the pharmacy. I'm laying here in bed crying. I've been using my cane. Let's see if I can find. Of course, I dropped it. I have this really cute pink cane that I've been having to use to go to the bathroom because it hurts so bad to put pressure on my left hip. Yeah, so that has been my weekend. Well, then I called the doctor, and he called me right back, and he's like, oh, Jody, he said, he's got a cute little voice. He goes, oh, Jody, what is going on? Tell me. And I started crying, and I was like, well, I've been without my pain medicine since Thursday, and today's Monday. And he goes, why? And I said, because the pharmacy wouldn't give me, and I explained the whole thing. And he said, when they called on Thursday, I approved the 15 times, times 4 versus the 230s. He said, I approved that right off. And I was like, well, they said they tried to call you and didn't get a message. They couldn't get any message back from you. And he said, oh, no. Pharmacy does that all the time. And yes, he says, in fact, let me check. And he went into his computer, and he saw that he messaged them and said, yes, that was approved. So the pharmacy is the one who messed up, not the doctor. And anyway, so then when the pharmacy called me today to tell me, oh, good news, the doctor said it's okay if you take your regular dosage, I was just like completely frustrated. And I said, you know what, I have stage 4 cancer. I said, I understand there's a way of doing things and there's a system. I said, but somewhere in the middle of all that, the patient got lost, and that was me. I said, number one, I said, you put me in danger by taking my morphine away, not giving me anything, period, to substitute it with, nothing. And that was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I'm on my 5th day. Guess what happens when you don't get morphine? You just stop all of a sudden. I started getting cramps. I started getting diarrhea. I was shaking. I was drenched in sweat. And then I was crying. And then the pain, the medicine got out of my system, and my spine started killing me. My hip, I couldn't walk. This has been a weekend of hell that should not have happened. And I just so frustrated. So I was telling the girl that somewhere if you didn't get a response or you didn't see the response from the doctor, then number one, double check. If they had double checked, they would have seen that the doctor had already called it in. Or talk to another doctor. Call my oncologist. I asked, can you call my oncologist? No, she's not the one that handles your pain management. We can't take anything from her. I was like, okay, they made it impossible for us to make it right. It's just like, I just don't understand it. Then Kaiser is attached to a hospital. Hospital has morphine? I mean, oh my gosh. It should not be. Just unbelievable. Anyway, while I was trying to explain that there's got to be a different way, is there someone I can talk to, write a letter to, so maybe this doesn't happen to somebody else? And she basically told me that was the withdrawal talking, and that I was basically not in my right mind because I'd been on the morphine so long, I was addicted to it. basically she was calling me a crack addict or a drug addict and blaming me for being extra upset because I'd been on morphine too long. And I was just like over it. I mean, it should not happen. They treated me like a drug addict. I'm a cancer patient. I am so over Kaiser. I'm so over it. Sorry, guys. Anyway, they ruined my weekend with Levi. I didn't get to spend any time with them. Didn't get to go to church. And I had missed work today. It's going to take me another day to get the pain caught back up. So, yeah, it just sucks. It's all just sucks. So, but I am going to follow through. And I'm going to write a letter to member services detailing everything that happened and see if there's somehow a different way to go about things than what they're doing, what they're doing, because I can guarantee you, if this happened to me, it's happened to other cancer patients at this as well. So anyway, so you guys get to see how it feels to be a cancer patient on a bad day and how Jody falls apart. She's not perfect. So anyway, I'm gonna take my medicine, I'm gonna get a heating pad, and I'm gonna have a good cry, and then I'm gonna edit your video. So yeah, that's all. I didn't get to vlog anything else. I mean, it started out as a good weekend. I got off work, got to go to dinner with my hubby. I was feeling pretty good. And now I'm not. So, yeah. And also, I think my third dose of pain freeze came. I heard the dog barking, and I looked at the little Ring doorbell thing, and I'm pretty sure in that little package is my CBD pain freeze. And for you guys that are new, I always forget to reintroduce things when I get new people. But for the newbies, CBD pain freeze is my security blanket. It has CBD in it. It has like an anti-inflammatory, and then it has the menthol stuff. And the combination that they came up with rocks. I use it on my hip, my spine, my joints, my chest area. Sometimes because my chest area, if I've interpreted a lot, it like cramps up. So I've been using it on there. And I've heard many of you that have bought it say that it's the best thing that they've ever used. They gave it to their husband, and he used it, and he loved it. So anyway, I will, if I can remember, by the time I have my good cry and then get to editing, I will drop a link for you guys down below. It's CBD pain freeze. But anyway, I am going to go and see if that came in the mail, because I'm pretty sure it did, because I got a UPS reminder that I got a package that it was coming today. So that is a good thing, right? In the midst of all everything, there's a positive. So, all right, you guys, I am sorry that I'm rambling on and stuff, but I just felt like I needed to tell my friends how I was really feeling. And you guys are my friends. I love you guys all so much. You are there for me when nobody else is. You're there for me at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. There's always somebody on, for me to reach out. And I see that you guys are praying at all hours. I really appreciate you guys. So, all right, we're going to end this now. This is and if you haven't subscribed to my channel, this is not the norm. I usually don't sit here and bawl and talk about my pain meds. That is not usually the case. But that's exactly what happened in the life of a cancer patient. So I report exactly what happens. I don't hide any of the bad, and I show you all the good, the highs and the lows. So if you'd like to subscribe, maybe you want to look at some other videos before you decide. So you're sure? Just kidding. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to get to 10,000 so I don't have to work my job anymore and I can just do the channel. That's my goal. So, okay, I'm done. I'm finished. This is Too Cute for Cancer signing off.
Whenever you're down, out in the cold, faithless and dark, your story